Okay. Oh, there you go. Setting everything up right now. Okay. Oh, I can hear myself. Let's see. Probably have to change things like the distance to the mic and everything. So generally speaking, the idea for this was we're gonna make it so it's printable. This is gonna be kind of based in a sci-fi world where it might double up as a rideable motorcycle thing, as well as something that's like a vending machine. We're trying a process where it's like a Boolean style workflow, so we use remesh modifier as like our base, and we just return back to remeshing it, and that gives us like real good freedom for from topology. We can get really cool looking shapes really quickly. And we primarily use like sphere, UV sphere for sculpting to add shapes, kind of like a traditional sculptor. I'm going to be doing this workflow for a while, I guess in a couple streams, and it'll kind of show like how the workflow works. I have music going, but it's on a separate, or it's muted, so you can't really hear it. It's in desktop audio is muted, so I don't have to worry about copyright. And people have mentioned that they prefer no music for like rewatching. We're doing like a little event thing. I did really enjoy streaming before. Something like that's kind of cool. I might mask off the inside. Pull that in. That. And then let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's cool. And I might mirror this over, so add a mirror modifier. I love this workflow because it's really destructive. Or it's like what you see is what you get, but it's really destructive. So you apply all your modifiers basically, but you have like full control of like what you see. This thing, I don't really know if I like this. It was kind of like a vent or something. Let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna look for. Hmm. I wonder if I could type Japanese with the typography text brush or text tool in Blender. Don't know. Um, let's not get too. This leg is the character that we're working on, so this is going to be like their buddy that they. It's like their. But I was using it as a reference because this is where they're going to be leaning on the robot, and this is the placeholder for this guy. I might stream working on the other character, but I wanted to try to stay relatively like safe for work for YouTube and kind of focus more on like the process. Let's see what the folders are. So we don't really have any folders. Let me get rid of those. They're not doing anything. Let's make a new folder and let's call it like let's call this one. Let's call this like the test folder. And then I'm gonna tuck this away for now. I wanna try something different. I wanna try this other idea. So this one was making a panel. So we like remesh on top. I mean, we create a plane and we just make it into a model, which works. But I feel like it's kind of time consuming, and maybe we can get a different way, like different look to it if we try like this other idea. So my other idea was we would create a plane again. And we're gonna do face project and turn on magnify. And we're also gonna do edit mode, and I'm gonna retopology is already on actually. That basically makes it look blue and transparent. That's actually right here. This guy in edit mode, this guy pops up, and you could turn this on. And I need that because I'm going to be snapping to this model. But unlike the first time, where I made a panel, I'm going to do a different approach where I'm going to actually draw where space will be pushed in. So I'm going to be doing a Boolean. I like this idea. I want to try it. So the cool thing about this idea is this means when I make it into a model, I can control the exact thickness this cut happens, and it's going to be really evenly made. Our reference model is kind of getting mushy. It's a little hard to tell where things should line up. This will be like our test. It can go over here too, but for now let's just leave that alone. And then I want this actually up there. Let's turn off the magnet tool. Let's How can I do this? Let's see what smooth does if I smooth this. Okay. I think I want to leave it boxy, so I'm not going to do a subdiv. And then we'll do a solid modifier, a solidify modifier. Let's make it this, make it a bit thicker. So this is going to be where we're cutting into the model. And we can actually probably preview what it looks like. So I'll go to remesh, or what is it called? Boolean. Click on this guy, and we'll hide this for a sec. See what that looks like. I don't like the stepping that's happening there. It is a really clean cut though. It might be too thick of a cut. But the cool thing about this approach is this surface and that surface are the same. So if I did the panel approach, I'd have to like meticulously line this height to this height, and it's like this height to this height. But this approach, you just cut away. And I have full control over the thickness of the lines. Let's say, let's say we like this. Actually, no, it's, yeah. And then let's try like making it thinner. It's probably gonna lag because it's like applying the Boolean at the same time here. But let's just see what that looks like if I made it a bit thinner. It's laggy. Ooh, it doesn't like that. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. That's totally good with me. Oh, it's kind of got messed up here. Ooh, that's interesting. So the good news is this approach works. What if we brought the panel back in now? How does that feel? Interesting. I mean, it does work. This edge is really hard. Okay. Okay, so we'll just put this in the back burner. So it does work. But, okay, we'll do one more thing. So I'll apply the Boolean. Let's hide this guy, or let's delete this guy. Let's hide this one as well. So like this is what the results were. Let's say we were happy with this and we wanted these to be smoother. We can actually use remesh modifier. And we'll just remesh it, and then let's see. This will kind of bevel the edges naturally, so we'll kind of get in more notable difference in planes. That's how it looks with a cut on it. We obviously kind of squashed it in and it kind of messed it up, but yeah, get an idea what that looks like. So this is like maybe what it's reading from this far. That works really well. I'm actually really surprised at how good that works. It was really fast too. It feels really sloppy, really messy, which I don't like. But it's still like in the blockout stage, so I'm kind of forgiving that fact. Let's pretend we applied everything and you know, it's like, oh no, we can't go back. It's okay. It's like part of the workflow where if something we don't like happens, we kind of knead it away almost like traditional clay. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna kind of rub that away. Ooh, that's pretty that's pretty gnarly looking right there. I guess the cool thing about this approach though is it might offer more happy accidents, I suppose. So you'll like end up doing something and it's like that was not expected at all, but so in this case we're kind of like filling in the bad area with Boolean, which is a very traditional Clay thing to do, I think. The idea with this workflow is like nothing is too sacred, I suppose. At least for most of the Blockout stage. I kind of don't like how thin these edges are, like back here. So might do something there. I like the flow. This is happening right here. I like that shape. So, you know what? That kind of gives me an idea. What if this was like an exhaust? So there you go. There's the one happy accident right there. So it's like, oh, you know what? That'd be really cool if that was an exhaust. Also, a big thing with this workflow and the way I use Blender sculpting is this this right here is a big game changer like no one talks about and no one probably uses, which is the fall off brush. The fall off setting in brush. So I'm on grab right now. But normally everyone uses sphere. Every program uses sphere. So you have to be on your model to sculpt like this. So if you do something over here and nothing happens, you're not on the model. But here, yeah, it's working. But if you go projected, this goes through the model all the way. And what's interesting is it uses the actual mouse radius. So like I'm not on the model, but I'm actually able to nudge it at varying levels of sensitivity because I'm controlling the sensitivity by how close I am to the model. And that gives you nuanced brush control. And it goes all the way through. So no one's like talked about it. No one's using it like that, as far as I know. So it's like a hidden feature, and I think I tested it in ZBrush, and you can't do that. So I feel like that's almost like a hidden superpower that Blender has that ZBrush doesn't have. I don't know actually if maybe you can't do that like fundamentally in ZBrush the way it's built. I wonder if that's like true. Or it's like 2.5D and it needs to be clicked on. Probably not. They could probably make a brush that does this or a setting. I don't know. But it's awesome because you could use it on every brush. You can use it on smooth, you could use it on inflate, you could use it on which other brush? Uh, yeah. So I kind of want to go in and like boolean out the inside here. But I feel like I don't want to get into booleaning right now, so try masking it. So go here. See how far we can get with just masking. Just pushing that in. In some ways it's kind of nice because it kind of already gives you a soft transition. So that, and maybe we'll inflate this edge. I wonder if I want it that way. I made it flatter there. More angular and flatter right there. Okay. Let's mirror this. I don't know if I like this boxiness at the front. I don't know if I like this top thing too. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Or I make it smaller? I'll make it smaller for now, but I might not keep that. I'm also not feeling this setup. I guess it's kind of good that we have this leg reference, because then we can see how big a bottle is. I should bring this bottle over there. Or can, I mean. See what the size is. Yeah, I feel like it's okay. I'm not liking the core body, so I might do something there. We could add a feature so it's like a seat, maybe like the back of a motorcycle. We could experiment with that. Let's do that. So let's get rid of this. Inside's really empty. We'll leave this for now until we can come up with a better solution there. I kind of like the idea of like multiple layers. I think, how can I do this here? We could probably combine this, and I'll make a new folder and I'll call it backup, and that way we don't feel guilty destroying it, and we can experiment with like shaping and stuff. But before that, let's build a backside to this thing. Our 3D cursor is actually off. It's right here. It's kind of centered already, so I don't want to change where my 3D cursor is. I like hiding it though. But let's see. Let me think here. Just put it facing forward. Sculpting, and I'm going to turn on symmetry. I set my symmetry X to X. Normally, I think in object mode it's to delete objects, but in sculpt mode it's an open hotkey, so I set it to symmetry, which makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm thinking like motorcycle butt body thing, kind of like a hornet, but I kind of don't want it too big though. Like I don't want it like to being this whole ordeal. Kind of want it to have a shape like this maybe. Okay, not gonna over sculpt it, just like let it be whatever it is. You know, it'd be kind of cool if we had like those little hand things. Maybe this could be where the hand things go. How would that work? Let me make a temporary hide folder. So grab those guys and I'll put it into a new folder and I'll call it temp hide or hide temp. That. So now we got test folder, hide temp, and I'll hide them. So that's really thin. What if we kill it? Just kill it. Boom. Okay, okay. Oh, you know what? We needed that actually because a lot of this is using the symmetry to this. I really don't like that it's locked in, so I can't have that freedom. What do I want to do? What if I hide it? Will it still let me... Okay, so we can hide it. And then build it from there. I might save out a version before I do this, because it's such a big change. I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick. Okay, cool. Okay, so what I'll do is save it, and we'll save as 4, and we'll just allow ourselves to destroy anything you want. So if you look at the flat view, it kind of gives us an idea of the silhouette. I like that it's leaning forward. We have a really boxy element here, and then this is all circular, which isn't a bad thing. Circular, circular, circular. I also don't want this to be too big. Just looking at the silhouette here. Let me see. Let's go to Pinterest here. Let's go to... I like that idea where like it covers the wheel. Or it shows like an engine maybe. Ooh, that's kind of cool too. Where it's like tucking away. Yeah, I kind of like that. Hmm. Oh, kind of like a little window at the front. There's a handle there. Let's look at that one. That one's a bit more friendly looking. Hmm. I do like the handles on this. I like the vents on this one. Am I trying to do too much in too little space, maybe? Hmm. I want to do a couple things here. Let's see. They've got little mirrors on the side, which is fun. I think the mirror on the side is a big thing, actually. Something that we should try to add. So handles, mirrors, so like those are purposeful and they show you like design like, oh, that's supposed to be where your hand goes. So we can push them the motorcycle element of the design more. Let's see. So let's back over to studio. And what if it was on the side? Like all this stuff is on the side. I don't know. I kind of like it on the front. I want to make a seat and I want to make handles. So I might do the handles first. So let's try that. Let's try making handles. Let's see, that one has it more in the front. Actually, mirrors might be faster, so let's make some mirrors. So how would this work? So what am I doing? Oh. Let's see. this. And then they have maybe, let me see how I could do this. I can only see from one side though. They have a square mirror on this one. That one's not using a mirror. You could do a square or a circle. Let's try a circle. Let's go with circle. So I think how this would work is something like this. Oh wait, it's smaller. The thing is, if it's going to be printed, it can't be too thin. But there you go. For now, let's make it pretty straight. Maybe do something like this. Okay. And then we're going to make a torus. What am I doing? There you go. Something like this. I might make it a little bit thinner. Hold this, holding that. Yeah. And then this one will make it a little thinner. Something like that. Let me think here. Make a big sphere. Go 90 degrees. Yeah, so I got the kind of curved mirror. And then you can go as far as sculpt mode and push in all this area. We didn't actually line it up perfectly here. There you go. So we got a mirror. Little boring, little symmetrical, or very, what's that word? Make it smaller. It's a little too thin though. I don't know, we'll think about it. I'll just put it there for now. I'll just mirror it. Okay. It's a little boring right now. Kind of getting Bumblebee feelings, which is not what I want. Let's work on the handle. So for the handle, lots of cylinders. Something I like this. For the main part, what I might do is make it thinner. This part's too thick now. And then this part, we'll just put in here. This guy. this way. And then I'll make it taper like this. Definitely gonna have to change the size of things, but could put Tauruses there. Not sure yet how to handle that. Let's try putting a cube here. Um, let's try this. Let's make it really square, like a beveled square. Okay, let's see what the results are. I don't know if I like this. Let's go back. Let's try grabbing all the edges and beveling and see if that feels better. Yeah, I like that better. It was faster too. I sculpt it down. Okay. Let's add some Tauruses here. Taurus. So this is kind of like a rubber gasket kind of looking thing. Kind of love how like things don't perfectly line up. Kind of gives it much more of an organic feel. On this side, it's got like a stick sticking out over here. I could maybe do something where, how do I do this? How do I do this? I could inset this and extrude it in. I don't know if like, I know like Discord does like noise cancellation, but I don't know if like OBS does. Probably doesn't. I don't want this too long too. I'm itching to do like finer details, like making this more beveled, but I want to get the silhouette working first. Let's get another one of these. I don't want it too thin. Put wiring. We could put like more rounded stuff here. How can I do this? I'm trying to think how I could do this. I could put a sphere on the end here. It might work. Rotate it. Okay. Something like this. Make another one. Something like this. That looks interesting. Might put another cylinder here. I might push this in a little. something like this. That feels more interesting. Could maybe put, let me think, how can I do this? I think it'd be more fun if this one was more tapered. And then this edge was tapered. And then this edge, this face was inset. And kind of went in. Went too far. This. So that kind of really feels like it's boom, it's like being pushed in there. Let's bevel this edge. Okay. I think it'd be fun if there was a space right here. This guy. So I can set here. And then extrude. And then you could bevel this edge. Bevel this edge. Alright, alright. That feels more cool. Let's add some toruses in the middle. Let's make it thicker. We'll just use the sculpting tools to kind of get this shape working more. Let me see what. I just want to make sure I didn't over duplicate these. I'm going to combine them. And let's see what this looks like when I sculpt it. Let's go to this view. It's a little boring. Let's see if we can add a bit more flare. We can maybe inflate some corners. Add some randomness there. Like that. That looks more interesting. Let's try squishing this down. Yeah, like that. More. Cool. Let's bevel this one. I think I want to do this. Delete this one right now. I want to make it thicker. This side's not really solved. It's what can I do? Let's grab another cylinder over here. I think it'd be fun if I like did some kind of slight boolean to this guy. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's do this first. And then yeah, let's just like leave this. It's pretty simple. trying to think here. Let's see if I could look at a reference. What's happening? Okay. Let's not do that. Let's do. I'm on the fence about this stuff. That's later. I might make a copy of this one. I wanted to extract a new cylinder. Make sure that's facing right. Selected all the faces and then did a shift N in edit mode, select all the faces to like get all the normals facing the right way. Sometimes they get flipped when you extrude from like a plane. Okay, okay. I want to make it'd be kind of fun if I did this, if I added UV spheres. And just like randomly add these things. So if I go to surface snapping, I'll just do it with my control key. You think that's cool to add that? Like, it's supposed to be like more grip. What if they were like more inset like this? Does that feel like not correct there? Like, what if they're really inset like that? Yeah, I kind of like that. Kind of like, yeah. I feel like that's believable. They could be mistaken for like nubs after you print, and they're like support nubs. So that might be a potential issue. Let me do a couple more. Let's see if it just kind of clicks. Just gonna see if it's just that, like, maybe it needs like a particular mass of them to be something we could kind of gauge. Let's say they're kind of like this. Oops. These are kind of high. That. I mean, it does feel somewhat purposeful. I don't know if I like it though. I'm gonna say no. See if we can kind of get rid of them. Boom. That was quick. Yeah, it was an interesting idea, but we just won't go for it. Another big item is to make um, the brake handle. So let's see if we can do that. Try to come up with a system to do that. It would be better if we had an image to line up to that was like orthographic, but we'll try to freehand it here. The bend's way too extreme. Like that. It's supposed to go under the handle like this. Something like this. And we'll put the bump on this side. Okay. And now let's try extruding this. Give it thickness. Let's grab all the faces. I don't know if I need bevels here. And bevel all those edges. Okay, let's see what it looks like when I subdivide. That looks good. Let's add a UV sphere. Let's see, I do all transforms and center origin to object every time I sculpt and do a object-based scale. This is like that circular thing on the end of the break. It's way too big. I'm gonna do project-based smoothing. Let's look at other references here. It might be better to look at actual break reference. I might have to do that. 20. Let's see. So it's curved out away from the bike. And it looks like it gets thicker as it goes more to the middle. A lot of these are like just detached, which is interesting. I might just use this one as a reference and then work off of that. Let's see where to go. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. Kind of like that. Let's see, where did the other one go? The other one was... There's like nuts and bolts everywhere and like circular... Hmm. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I suppose this will be good. But that's like a bicycle though. Motorcycle, motorbike. Let's see if motorbike is the trick. Oh wow. That handle looks so truncated. That's so bizarre. That looks like a fishing rod. That's so bizarre. It's like it looks like it's bent down. Like alright, I'm just gonna grab this one. Okay. So based on what I'm seeing, I feel like I'm kind of getting too lost in the sauce with like the reference. I mean the details. Like we're putting a bunch of details in and like the overall shape's just not there yet. Um, let's see. Let's let's apply this. Let's combine these and let's do the remesh modifier. Let's apply this. Let's move this like that. Something like this. Maybe smooth this out. Maybe inflate this side a little. Let's do projected based inflate. Make it a little weaker. So that's already looking cooler. Let's build a cube. Hmm. Let's see if we could build this fast. What are we looking at on this side? Oh, my eye. Let me think here. I would imagine like if I started to stream the character or just characters in general, you'd get a influx of viewers, past and present, like people who tune into the live stream, and people who decide to follow or watch later on from the thumbnails. So it's kind of like, and also I think this channel is new, so it's like there's no existing connection to traffic. Something interesting to think about. If I was to bevel this edge, I want to bevel this edge for sure. I want this edge to be hard. I want to bevel that edge. I think I want to bevel this edge. The back. I'll bevel, 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 bevel. But I'll do this. I'll bevel these. Not as much. And this one I'll bevel more. That. Yeah. And then I want to add a cylinder here. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Um, trying to think of the transition now. Okay. I want some space here. So like that. That looks cool. I like that. Let's modify this guy. Let me think. How do I want to do this? To build these. Okay, that's cool. Let's build this one. Uh, Not sure what to do on the inside here. I might leave it alone though for now. What if we made like this bigger? Something feels like it's missing. Let's try adding another tortoise. It's 11 right now. 80 degrees. What if we added a torus in here? How does that feel? Ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah, I'll take that. Might want to add one over here. That. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Looking at this cut here. Hmm. What if we had a cut here? This cut feels too sharp to me. Here. Maybe it's okay. Oh, I shouldn't have rotated that way. This actually covers up the other stuff we did. See what it does if I do that. Let's just see what it feels like. I don't mind it. Let's look at the rotations on it. Messed up, I rotated something. It's this one. That's not it either. What the? Wait, what? Let's see, let's zero it out. I might have hit. I'm a little confused why that worked, but I'm not going to question it. Kind of like this actually. Yeah, I kind of like that, like the double torus. Yeah, I like that. Kind of want to kind of have this element over here. Flip it. Let's see. Flip it 180. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Let's let's clean up what we did on the inside. We don't need that. We have to delete this. Hmm. Let's see if maybe we could do something like this. So it kind of has that like twisty look. Oh, it's empty though. That's kind of an issue. Um, hmm. What we'll do is we'll make another cylinder. We'll put it in there. Let's make sure it goes here. Make sure it goes all the way through. So if we print it, there won't be any like weird gaps or like empty hollowness. Cool. There you go. Alright, that's kind of cool. I like this where it is kind of, so let's move on. Let me see. My music stopped. Try finding a new song. Okay. Let's just say we're happy for now. Let's grab these guys, combine them, get smaller. Let's bring it up to this as a size reference. Maybe like that. Yeah. This has a really interesting silhouette. So if you go to that, it just looks interesting. Interesting. This side maybe, I mean that's kind of interesting. 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 So it has visual appeal, which is cool. Let's see what it looks like when we go to MacCap. Let's see. But what happened there? What the hell? Oh, it's just the MacCap. Let's see what the Mac. Is this inverted? Oh, it was inverted. Okay, that's why. So the MacCap helped us identify that. That's interesting. There you go. Let's do this one as well. I'm just going edit mode, select faces, and Shift N. So all the normals face the same way. It's not too important though, so I'm gonna go back to Studio. I like this mode. I find it really. It feels like it's unifying. Let's see. I imagine it would be like this. And then we could put one on the other side. Let's mirror based on the body. Not really a fan of these. Let's see, okay. Let's go origin to center, and then let's do sculpt X symmetry. Okay, that's weird. It's not friendly. Oh, you know what? Let's do all transforms and then there we go. So there was something with the object transforms, so we have to reset it with this. What's the shortcut called? It's so when I do it here, it's my quick favorite is called all transforms, but the actual shortcut is this. If you could do Control A, this one, all transforms, apply all transforms, Control A. But I got quick favorited, so just adding that little bend kind of makes it more interesting. But I don't know, I'm not really feeling this circle and not really feeling it. We'll probably change it. It kind of gives it like a bumblebee feeling, which I don't like. Let's do that thing we mentioned where I wanted to mess with like this stuff, like the shape of it. So select all this stuff here. So I'll duplicate it and then I'll put that into I'll combine it actually. And I'll hide it. And then grab these again. And then let's put this into a new group. We'll call it backup for now. And then I'll hide backup. Where'd the other guy go? Oh, this guy. And we'll call this one the front. Really generic name, but it's okay. So stuff's missing in the front. It's okay. Let's see. Oh, you know, it applied the mirror modifier. Like that might be an issue though. Let's see. Yeah, that's the problem. One of the objects had a mirror modifier in it, so everything got mirrored. Wait. Oh no, no, it didn't. Um, it's okay. Yeah, we'll just keep going then. So the idea for it, why I made a copy of it was, let's apply mesh modifier on this guy. Where is mesh? The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to get evenly distributed cut geometry versus before I did this, you can see there's no geometry here. There's no geometry here. So if I was to sculpt it, it wouldn't deform as evenly. So I want to use this as a test to kind of see where I can go with the shape of things. For a sculpt, let's make sure symmetry is on. So what if it was leaning back like this? I kind of like that. Yeah, okay. So kind of follows this. I guess part of what I don't like is it feels like a mouth and it's screaming. So I don't like that. What can we do with this top piece? I don't know if I like how that looks. I kind of like that. That feels more conformed to the shape of the overall thing. Would you do it this way? Would that make more sense? I really don't like this. I'm gonna delete it. Um, let's try adding a bunch of random stuff. Like, let's just add, like, cylinders. Let's add a cylinder over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. That was weird. That felt really weird to do. So, I guess doing this right now, we can see one problem we face is, like, if this kind of came up, all this stuff would tilt out. Unless it was attached in a particular way. Let's cut this off. I don't know if I like this. Oh, that chopped off way too much. Let's see if we could use the other tool. Let's try box trim. Yeah, that's just what I want. Let's hide these sets. I don't need them. Chop that away. What if it was coming down like this? What if this was like... I really don't like this piece right here. What if the mouth was like super tiny? Like, so like this. It just makes me think of like that face mask from Who Wants to Be a Star or something. Like, I think it is Dewey. That mask on him. I don't like how exposed this is, although... I kind of like this effect. If I add another loop there. Kind of like this. I kind of like that. Look. Could do maybe kind of like that look. Hmm. Set Q. Kind of like this. It's like that really messy, grimy, like mishmash kit bash. It's like you say screw organization and just like let it go. I want to try something. I want to try something. I want to try something. It just gets to be whatever it wants to be. Let's see. Oh wait, was that remesh? No wait. I want to do Boolean first. Yeah, there you go. Nice. It's a giant screw thing. Let me see if I could do this. Yeah. And I'll just I'll use slide relax to kind of fix the model a little. Geometry is horrible, but that's not important at all. Let's mirror this to the other side. There you go. All transforms. Ooh, kind of like that. I'm feeling that. I kind of like this spike thing. Let's kind of work on that spike thing a little. Let's make a copy of that spike thing. Maybe we duplicate that element over here. Maybe, maybe this element here comes out more. So maybe this comes out like this. Yeah. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, okay. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that. What about like pipes? So let's get rid of this guy. Let's see. What if we got like pipes going? This gets more like, you know what? What if we had what is this? What is this? Let's get a Boolean going here. Like little air vents. Let's see how I want to do this. This way. No. I don't know if that's the right spot. You know what? At this point, maybe. Well, sure. Let's just see what it does. Grab this guy. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. We got to try it though. What might work better, or at least for now, is if I just grab. Yeah. Let's grab this area. Pull that in. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. Let me see. I kind of want pipes somewhere, so let's try making pipes. Let's see. A Bezier curve. I don't like how thin this is, so we gotta fix that, but for now. Let's go to the curve. Let's change the thickness. Oh, whoops. Let's turn off, it's a kind of a weird thing, but like, you can't see the curve in edit mode when retopology is on. which might be good in some cases, but in my case, I don't want that. So you have to like turn off retopology. Let's play with like where these can go. Like I want tubes. I don't know where I want tubes. Maybe one there, and maybe it leads back here. Something back there. Okay. It'd be kind of cool. This thing kind of came in like this. And maybe we can add an extra edge in the middle. And maybe goes like this. Not sure yet. Make this thin. What can I do here? Maybe it's better not to have this here. Just to solve that one. I'm not sure yet. I'll just put one there. And then I can probably mirror it here. Put it onto the body. So you got a tube there. This body is really thin. It's like bugging me how thin it is. So let's put this to temp hide for now. I'm gonna add some thickness back. Let's add it with the UV sphere. Let's add a mirror modifier. And Oh. Oh, you know what? I probably hit the mute button a while ago. No, I was talking to myself this whole time. Let me see. Oh, whoopsie. I hit my mute key like a while ago. It doesn't matter really. I wanted to test out to see if there's like a truck backing up nearby. I was wondering if that was being picked up. I guess not. Yeah, it's not picking up. That's good. Let's see. Maybe I should look at license plate reference. License plate, motorbike, license plate. I should do motorbike back. Let's see. Oh, that spring thing looks really cool. Oh, someone actually made one. Yeah, it's kind of like what I was doing. It's not exactly what I'm going for, though. I guess it's okay if the license plate is kind of generic. It's just a square, really. So it'd be kind of like this. It's soften the edges. I imagine I could do this, so um, those, and then this guy, and set faces. Ooh, that was not good. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can do. No, what did I do? Let's see if this helps it. Oh yeah, that helped it. Doing the all transforms and I want to separate all these pieces. Wait, let's try the other approach. Let's try beveling every edge. Yeah. And then I'll bring this back forward. Let's try adding a or a cylinder. Would I put it here? I guess. Make this one a little bit smaller. I can actually maybe bevel the back just for the sake of beveling it. Something like that. I don't want to put any details on it right now. So I'll just combine it all. Maybe do remesh. Remesh. Keep it kind of low. Maybe there's like a cooler method to display this thing. I just can't think of right now. Could use this leg as a reference to like see if they fit on this bike. Guess it would fit. That'd be kind of cool to put some like cylindrical things on it, like on the side. So maybe part of it is exposed. What if there was like another piece over here? Just break up the silhouette more. Does that get in the way? What if it had like a cylinder thing? Like what if there was another thing here? Um, that'd be kind of interesting if this was like this. What the hell? How thick is this? Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that might be too thin. Let's see what this looks like if I did this. Just put cylinders everywhere. Everywhere. Toruses. Taurus everywhere. One here. One over here. Maybe it's like poking out like this. Oh, you know what? What if we did this? Link copy modifiers. Oh, okay. So that's a quick leap. We could just do that, so we don't have to do this. Look for it and add that. Just does it. Oh wait, wrong way. I want you to take that one's modifiers. So I'm gonna press, I think it's Control L and then copy modifiers. Okay, okay. Let's do the same thing here. You know what, now that I did that, I don't know if I like it. Yeah. I'm still not in love with this body part in the back. Let's see if I can squish it away. Wow, I actually like that. Okay, I like that a lot. It's two big brush swoops and I like it. Let's put cylinders everywhere. Let's see what this does. Oh, I wanted to put that little window thing in the front too. Let's do that really quick. Let's see. Why is it like tilted? That's kind of weird. I don't understand why it's tilted. Oh, that's why the bike's tilted. I was like, why is this app just so weird? My phone ring? Okay. We have to go in about 30 minutes. Got some Red Hot Chili Peppers playing. That's nice. If I start singing, I wonder if copyright. Yeah, probably not. Probably not good enough. Let's see. Let's make this smoother. Let's experiment with like how the shape should be. It could be really low. This might actually be the base of it. This. Maybe have the base come up like this. Ooh, kind of like that. It's kind of bumping into the drinks, but it's okay for now. How does that feel? Do I like that more? I kind of like it more beveled. How far down do I want to go? Ooh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Okay. Feeling that. We could put a bunch of weird contraptions here, like dials and stuff. Just push this in. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that gets pushed in. And then I'll put like this cylinder as a placeholder for like dials. Something like this. Maybe we push in this area and what the hell? Make sure I go this way. Does that look? Oh, no, it's kind of cool. I like that. And we could put like a sphere there. Let's see. Just stop going the other way. Go the other way. There you go. What if I extrude it or scale it in? Okay, I kind of like that. Maybe there's another one. Maybe it's a little smaller. Maybe there's one over here. Something like this. Maybe there's another one over here. I don't want to repeat too much, honestly. Something like that. That's kind of cool. Okay. Um, what else? Let's try adding the top glass thing. Let's see. I don't have any reference open for this, so let's see. Okay. Before we start squishing it, let's turn on symmetry. Okay, okay. Push this in more. Push this back more. Push this down more. I don't like how that's cutting in there. I feel like this is too big. Let's see if we can kind of figure out a happy spot for this glass. More round. I'm just using my mouse. Okay, okay. Let's go down a bit more. I'm gonna make it really small. Let's see. Do I like it this way or this way? Kind of like it curving in like that. Something like that. Let's push in the sides. Does that feel okay? I kind of like that right here. That was not intentional, but let's make this up like that. Yeah, I like that. What else? I like how this got stubbier. Um, we could maybe refine this. It'd be kind of cool. Let's see. Let's actually copy this dude. And get rid of this one. And I might add him to the side over here. One of the problems with this process, though, is I mirrored the model on either side, so there's only one real one and the other one's phantom. But the problem is I did on both sides, so some are phantom on left, some are phantom on right, so that's going to be kind of annoying for me later. Okay, okay, I kind of like that. So for example, this one, if you try sculpting it, for example, you can't, because that's a phantom, and then this one, it's a real one with the mirror. But the problem is this side, this is on this side, and this is going to be the phantom over there, so kind of a weird issue. But it's okay. I'm going to let the chaotic workflow be what it is. I think the way to solve that would be to tell them both to be just apply mirrors. So it's not that big of a deal. Let's clean up the bottom here. Give me that sphere. Look, it's if I have any other. I didn't grab any. Let's see. You could do this. By just letting the chaos or the workflow just be whatever it is. Let's set this and scale it up here. And then let's set a UV sphere. This one, I'm gonna make it so it gets subtracted. They're not gonna be perfectly aligned because I moved it based on camera, but it's okay. Set a boolean. Let's apply it. Let's hide this or delete it. Ooh, I kind of made that too big. Let's actually undo that then. Before we do this. There you go. That's probably a little better. Yeah, it feels like better. Let's apply it. Oh, that's kind of bad. Did I delete it? No. That's this one. Okay. Let's add another sphere. Or let's add another silver. Something like this. What if we add a torus? I just love how like messy and grimy this workflow is. It's just like it's, it's kit bash. It's like you're kit bashing your own work, kind of. It's like there's so much freedom to it. I love it. Let's see what that looks like. Hmm. One doesn't feel that good. Maybe two feels good. Not really. Let's try in setting this area. Does that feel any better? This front kind of sucks to me. It's a little boring. How can I make this more interesting? Something's like really boring. What if I like grabbed another cylinder? This. And cut there. Does that make it more interesting? I'm not really feeling this though, honestly. Let's try boolean it. Let's see. Yep, let's see. Let's apply it. Yeah, not really. I don't know. I'm not feeling that piece. Not feeling it. Try making something else here. Try beveling this one. Scaling it there. I don't know. I'm not feeling that either. Yeah, let's just kill it. Not feeling it. Tried it. Not feeling that. Um, let's maybe sculpt away some of this here. Try to replace it a little bit. Um, Trying to think here. What about like making, we could do like a design for the wheel, but I feel like that's kind of secondary intermediate detail. Uh, what about the idea? Well, making shape here. Trying to see what we can do here. Trying to see. Like, what about, let's see the other one. Okay, there's that wheel. That one doesn't use a wheel, that's using a booster. Booster. What if we put a booster here? That's kind of a cool idea. Nice sculpt the booster. Let's try sculpting the booster. Let's see, I have a cylinder. Let's see. Let's make a cylinder. It would maybe break the silhouette though if I made a booster. And it's kind of overkill, isn't it? Well, I could double it up as a exhaust. It's a cool song. I like this song. In the reference, they have these kind of really notable striations. How can I select these edges really quick? Oh yeah, there you go. Hmm. There you go. And just bevel it. Can't even see it because it's like so. Unless you bevel the bevel. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that worked. Yeah. It might be too subtle though. It's kind of cool though. Let's actually set the, oops. Let's set the thing here. Oh, wait. Let's make a new cylinder. I don't know what part will start to become sculpt. I guess what we could do is we'll do most of this as a box model and then we'll just turn it into a sculpt. I think that's probably the smartest thing to do. And make it sculpted like this. Let's sculpt this up more. Make it more rounded. Probably should take a snapshot of like where I was and now where I am. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. Let's inset this. Oh, read back. Oh god, that looked bad. Let me separate them. Let's see if I can add a edge loop. Just gonna insert this edge. Set that edge. There you go. That looks cool. What I could do is make this intricate. This will be like the last thing I do before I go. I'll make this intricate intricate looking exhaust. Why is this tilted? The fact that we're sculpting it in gives it kind of like a banged metal feel, or just like a hand sculpted the metal. Get a little thinner there. I'm just gonna make this thinner. I might make this one rotated like this. Something like that. I might leave this guy over here and just rotate him degrees. Oh my god. So it's like, it's not a robot buddy, it's a motorcycle. Initially it was supposed to be a robot buddy. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Let's try making a cube. Just lining it up there. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. That was not what I was expecting. I thought it was gonna have better shape there. Okay. Let's bring another guy in. We'll just do the bottom half right now. See, I hope I'm connecting it right. Oh, I missed. I'll chop off the top. I'll fill the bottom. And apparently we didn't do it perfectly. Let's rotate it. Okay. Yeah, we were off by like one base, but it's okay. That's fine. It adds to the character of the model. I kind of never did it this way, which is really cool. Like we're box modeling each section and then kind of like getting that working. And then we kind of do the next part. I like this approach actually. And it's like none of them are really that important in terms of like topology, which is amazing. I mean, it kind of does matter actually, but it's like it's not the driving factor, which I love. Where it's like, oh no, I can't do this. Grab those. We'll inset this at edge. The face stays nice when we subdivide. Okay, let's do the top half. Doing the top half separately gives us more control. And we end up like just approaching it differently, even though it's like very similar in shape. Fill it. This time we don't have to do anything, just nice. I'm just gonna squash that in. I don't know what they call this workflow. It's like Destructive. Destructo. Sounds so lame. Something like this. Oh wait. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Okay. In a reference, they actually have this piece. We're doing it like a really different way this time, which is kind of weird. You know, do this. And then I can sculpt it. Actually, you know what? Before you sculpt it, bring it in. Okay. I just really like this messy, like, it's almost, I don't know how to explain it. It's like grungy workflow. Yeah, I guess grungy workflow is kind of cool. Let's see. So that piece kind of comes in there. You know, I probably want this to line up more. Like this, like, I love this. It's like, it doesn't matter at all if this lines up. Like the geometry, like, it's totally, like, not a big deal. It just matters how it looks. And I think I'll do like the divots and stuff later, so we won't worry about that. Let's add another mesh thing here. How do I do this? Like, line it up by hand. Man, I just love that. Turn on this so I can see the boundaries better. Lots of flat faces, it's hard to tell what things are. Okay, do I like that there? Yeah, it's cool. Oh no, it just ate it. Actually kind of works really well. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I gotta go now, sadly. Yeah, we'll probably keep going tomorrow. And I think I'll stream more. I don't know. We'll see how things go. Today was like a shot in the dark, just like see what happens. It went okay, I guess. Nothing too structured.